Morning show. Come line with me. Morning show. Spend time with me. Morning glow. Come shine with me. Whoa. Come in the line. Have a seat. Let's have a time. Real life topics and whatever else is on your mind. Taking the vibes. Positive one of a kind. Start your day fine. Morning show. Come line with me. Morning show. Spend time with me. Morning glow. Come shine with me. Morning show. Come line with me. Morning show.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Kiki. You not here?
Hey.
I feel Kiki not here. You can't hear?
What is this?
I feel Kiki not here.
Sabotage.
Sabotage.
What you gonna do, Kiki?
Ben Sprague, Benz. Have a song like that. Sabotage.
You're wicked for bringing up that.
Why?
You're wicked for bringing up, but that was a good one, Odyssey.
I'm
That was good.
not hearing you. Kiki, can you hear us?
Yeah,
Oh.
no,
Cut the
because
tongue?
you started talk and I was supposed to do my greeting, but alright, no problem.
We got music today. What going on here, boy?
We're bringing back the music from the TikTok
I love
days.
it.
We
I
are
love it.
TikTok music.
I love it. I'm making
So-
sure and send
so-
out this link to my people and them.
So, Kiki, do your intro now, please.
No, you were supposed to let me right after
What I was
the
supposed to
thing,
do?
I was supposed to yeah, but you started talk. You were supposed to let me
I
say
just
my
say good
thing.
morning. I can't say good morning.
Hey,
So
boy.
you had wow boy.
Hey,
You
boy.
give
Oh,
people
yeah,
you give
talking
people
yourself?
you give people a little job and nah boy.
Oh, power boy.
Yeah,
Can you
turn
talk
into-
about
yeah,
that,
boy.
you know?
Turn
Can you
into
talk
evil.
about that, you know?
One man can
All that power.
all that power, right?
Good morning,
Just-
everyone. Those on YouTube and Facebook. Welcome to the President Resin Morning Show. I am KK. We have Sensi, Alonso, Nikita, and Presley. On today's episode, we have our very own Chief Shaka Alexander from the Ifa Orisha Council.
That's right.
Right, so guys, we have an awesome show today. So
I will big I'll
Yeah,
talk about
hope you enjoy.
I'll talk about what how have you been since our last show, sir?
You know, yeah,
I mean,
this is the devil.
Physically,
This,
you know,
I
mentally,
see
I
what you're
care.
doing.
I care about you.
I see what you're doing there. You're not a nice person. While we wait
What?
for or you're not an I said it.
Me.
While we wait for our guest this morning, Chief
Ah.
Alexander, as KK informed you all just now, please share, because this is meant to be an informative educational forum this morning. Please
Mhm.
share with your friends and your family and your
Oh,
co-workers.
shucks. Let me share.
Yeah, and I'm doing that too.
Yeah.
So I will tell you,
Same thing.
based on the prompt from Prezi, that wicked man, I will share with you my predicament. And yes, all year I break material yesterday. Yeah, I can't
No. You? No.
Jesus is looking at you.
Do tell
Anyway.
though. Do tell.
Anyway, all year I cat spraddle yesterday. I had a spill. I went across. I was in the middle of doing a good deed. I say, you know what? I pick up this lunch. I go in across my mom.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
drop off a little lunch for moms and pops.
Well, I laughing
And-
at something else, eh?
Yeah, wherever. Take it to the Lord in prayer. And while coming out of the yard, the slippers, and this is the second time this slippers from from the Chinese. I blame the Chinese grocery. It's the second time that this slippers make me take a spill, and it was always in slow motion. I mean, I'm going down, twist my ankle, and I'm going down. And while I'm going down, I hear Don Jacob voice saying, "Al, practice your breaks full routine. Don't forget to do your KIs."
Did you
Right?
but did he say it in slow motion? Was it like, practice your slow like that? Was it like that?
See, you're not a nice person.
But
yes, something like that. I heard Professor's voice in my head saying, "Al, you need to practice your breaks full. You need to practice your breaks. Don't forget to say your KIs." And
wait, but you didn't fall on your back. You didn't fall on your back though.
No, I was
Make a break fall
forward.
on this side. It's forward.
Forward.
Okay, I don't know.
In jiu-jitsu.
I don't know how to break fall. All right, so our Chief Shaka here. You ready for him?
Yes. And I know Chief Shaka will enjoy my story. Let him in.
Chief Shaka is no stranger here, so we didn't have to. I know what's going on with his background though.
So as I go in
like rain falling.
With my forward fall, and I hear Don Jacob voice in my
Can
head.
you break fall forward?
Yes, that is part of what you learn in Donjitsu.
I don't remember that.
You do a
I remember the side.
like this. No, you go
I know
like
the
this.
back.
But I had something in this hand. So I turned to my right, which is also part of the technique. And I tried to say Kia, but what came out was, oh God. And I had a I tried to say Kia in.
And I wish I could pull this up. I wish I could pull up the Guardian Life. I wish I could pull up the Guardian Life ad with with Kitchener. When he say I fall down, and he say, "Hola."
Yeah, I bought God. One person saw.
Oh God.
I don't really care too much.
Hey.
He asked me about 4 times if I were right. I said no, I ain't dead.
Oh gosh.
And I had a couple of bad
Well,
scrapes.
Big Al, the pride is supposed to come before the fall, not after the fall. Huh?
You can say what you want right now. You just trying to victimize me.
Just
And because you know that I was in pain.
the pride supposed to come before the fall. The person asks it if you think they care about you, boy. Why you so?
I went to draw from a flavine. Sorry, from a peroxide.
Your move medicine.
Hydrogen peroxide and my move medicine and my iodine and this and that. And I will be okay because you know what? I am a tough kid. I grew up tough and I know how to bounce back.
Lonzo, good morning. Guys,
good morning.
When y'all take a fall and you get a bobo, or you get a cut, or you get a thing, what it is used? Let me know in the comments. What it is used? Where's a nice home remedy for a bobo, for a white man?
My mother threw salt on my finger once.
Okay, what you just use?
Still seeing that scar. Thanks, Mom.
I use Savalon. I will use rubbing alcohol, anti spirits. Please don't come for me. Please don't come for me.
Burn thing.
I used to let my dog lick my cuts.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
Hey.
Just
Hey.
Just say that again. Say that again.
Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
I thought it was that family show, right?
You're muted. Just unmute your mic.
Oh my word.
Oh, you're talking to somebody. Okay. I don't hear this. Wow.
Where you grow up here, East Dry River? What?
Right.
Nah, man.
No. I'm serious. If you guys didn't know that the bacteria from a dog's mouth, it helps heal your cut. Ashes help heal your cut.
No.
I'm talking the truth. No, I'm talking the truth.
If you get cut in your mouth, you can lay down lick it.
Alonso,
Fire.
Alonso,
Fire.
please. No, that's not the dog licked them in the face, but
What
that's
is this?
no, but it's true. This
Fire.
is true. This is true. This is true. But mainly rubbing
Wow.
alcohol, translated spirits, and these things. Yeah.
And
Right.
and, do- and
Just
dog
a little
saliva.
tension.
And dog saliva.
I picturing
This
Brownie.
was when I was younger, okay?
Big Al got check wrong, you know.
It was so
Yeah.
fast it will heal.
Yeah.
Big Al got check
No.
wrong, you know, please.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
All
Oh,
this
everything
thing,
is. Yeah, go ahead.
all this thing, yeah, but I see Chief Shaka in the building,
Yeah, you want
Sure
to
enough.
see him and hear him.
right?
Oh, everything is okay. Oh boy, yeah. So you're laughing at my pain.
Now we was
Alonso?
laughing. I don't know about nobody. I was laughing at something else. Something come across my phone and I was laughing.
Yeah, wherever, man. Wherever.
I'll never laugh at your pain, buddy. Look. Look. That's how you know you can trust me. Look.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Listen, anybody that does this is a trustworthy person. Trust me.
When I pull out, I wonder
Trust
if
me,
I could do
I just
NIS.
made it up. I just
I
made
wonder
that
if I
up.
could
Trust me.
do a national insurance claim for that fall, boy. For that fall.
Looking for the NIS.
They'll engage in charitable work. Because to me, the ticket that I got to go for the food, and mind you, those who have tickets to pick up anything by El Picos, I hope this is a reminder to you that you have a barbecue to pick up. Today's the last day for a particular one.
Oh, you're going back by anyway. That's how you know you can trust me.
No,
You're going back.
I don't know that I can trust you. After that laugh,
I laughing at something else in my phone.
yeah, brother. Yeah,
Sir.
brother.
I just did it for you. Look.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah. I see you. You remind me of the fella from the cover of Mad Magazine.
Oh, look. Yeah, that among the double.
Yeah.
Oh, you could go wrong with that. Come now, man.
Yeah.
Come now, man. Anything going on in the news before we get into the chief? Frosty?
Yeah, I plan to. What I will do is I will try and shoot a call to him to see if how things on his end.
Yeah, I don't know if he getting any.
Because-
Oh, now look at me,
here he
man.
is.
Look, the chief
Man.
here, man. Chief, no,
Man,
you
better
good. Chief,
looking than
no.
me, yes. How
Chief.
I am the only one that
Huh?
know. How our beards gray and yours black? We will talk
You
about that.
understand? Chief, where's the beard secret? Using beard oil and thing.
Well, as you yes,
I
and
know it to know. I
moisturize.
knew it to know.
Moisturize.
Chief exfoliated and thing. That's what we're talking about. How you doing, sir?
Can't complain. I'm happy to be back on this platform
Yeah,
once
great
more.
to
I'm
have
really
you
happy. I'm really happy, that I'm here.
Welcome
What's your
back.
Great to
again?
have you back. Great to have you back.
Welcome
Sure.
back.
What's been going on since we last saw you?
A lot. In terms of growth, development of where we would have last spoke about, we would have had the National Euphoria Conference. From
Yes.
there,
Yes.
we had a lot of persons who would have presented. So now we are in the stage where we are compiling so that we could bring forth the resolutions to the masses. Simultaneously, we also had the petition seeking to get the attention of the powers that be, so that we
Yes.
could have the conversation started concerning
school.
our National Day of Recognition.
All right.
Um,
And the
yeah.
any word on the school?
Well, of course, based on the discussions within our executive and our council, that is a continuous project in terms of putting all things in place, getting persons involved, getting the Ministry of Education involved as well. Because we are also seeking to have our way of life introduced within the national educational curriculum, because everything about our spirituality, it is out of the school term. So there is no scope really on what we practice because it's out of the school term. So we are seeking to have that amended so that we could have that equal opportunity as all other groups enjoy.
Right.
Chief Shaka, it's been about 2 months since we last spoke on this forum. We've actually changed forums, so we're on YouTube now. We hope to reach a wider audience. How do you explain the role of Ifa Orisha and the council to somebody who is perhaps hearing about it for the first time? How do we introduce them to the subject matter?
We would introduce someone to this way of life by first giving them insight onto what Ifa Orisha practices. Simply, Ifa is the foundation knowledge of where we find information about all other Orisha. What is an Orisha? An Orisha is a selective energy created by the divine, created by Olodumare to carry out a particular role and function. So an Orisha, by essence, it's an energy. It's also called a spirit that is there to help humans enjoy, a much more fulfilling life. Because even while we are on this platform, we use energy, we use technology, we use electricity, we use the Mother Earth. All of these things are the work of Orisha, because every Orisha is in charge of a particular faculty. There is an Orisha in charge of designing, the human form. There is an Orisha that is in charge of ensuring that one who is barren could have children. There is an Orisha who's in charge of innovation. So Orisha by essence are energies here to assist mankind. Now, what the Ifa Orisha Council is doing, it's at this time we are seeking to sensitize so that we could break generational stereotypes and misunderstandings and miseducations which would have come through chattel enslavement.
Right.
And those remnants of that period would have had a long-lasting effect up until this day, because even the United Nations would have granted a second decade to African people. And when we really observe and look at the United Nations granting a consecutive decade, it means that they have identified the long-standing harm that has not been addressed to fully align African descendants to their ancestral heritage.
Okay.
Now, as we know, part of one's growth and development, it is via spirituality. Now, when our ancestors' lives were interrupted, their spirituality was also disrupted because it was indeed a criminal offense at that time to practice anything that was outside of what the colonial powers had. And they did it to systematically control our people, because one finds their spirit, in fact, finds their strength in their spirituality. So in order to control them, they had to wipe it out. Now, what is even much more profound in this particular time here is that we have seen the resurgence of African spirituality, because now we have much more visibility. We have people who are out there doing the work. We have platforms like these that taking time to fully explore and understand what we do. And this helps a lot, because the ignorance out there, it is so much that it constantly puts us in a defensive position all the time. We are always in a position to explain why, when, how about our spirituality. Look, I had seen up until recently a Ifa Orisha adherent. He was enlisted in the protective services.
Right.
And his spiritual being, he was under some serious issues, because they told him that he had to take it off in order to continue. And that is indeed a breach of his constitutional rights.
Rights, yeah.
Because our constitution clearly dictates that spirituality is one's, foundation. It is one's right. So even in the protective services as well, sensitization needs to happen, because you cannot tell me that when all other groups of people are free to enjoy their spiritual practice and their spiritual protection, Ifa Orisha adherents, we are always made to be afraid to fully express or even to put on a form who we are. Because look at it, even when some of our people are seeking to go into these so-called prestige schools, many of them have to lie on the form and say, "Here, what? I am not that, I am this," in order to get alignment into that particular institution. It is such a terrible thing, especially in this year of 2026, when we often boast that we are a multi-plural society and we embrace all cultures and we are tolerant of everyone's beliefs. It's a great contradiction when we are seeing these particular things constantly happen in places like the public service and even in the educational system. These institutions should lead by example, but to show the nation that, hey, these people are contributing to the building of a great nation. But when we constantly stifle and fight these people, it tells us that we are still in a place of mental bondage that we need to be free from. And I'm pleading that this work reaches where it needs to reach, because it is very much traumatic for our young people to go in the schools and have to lie about what they practice at home. It is not right. It is not right.
Yeah. And just to interject with a quick question, right? I hate saying, hey, the government, but just out of sheer curiosity, is there any such ministry or entity within the government that is supposed to kind of reach out?
Thank you.
Because the every religion is supposed to kind of make up the fabric of what Trinidad and Tobago is, and the government should be aware of every practice that's going on. So I imagine that there would be some entity that is responsible for kind of being the liaison or the, something like that.
I am happy you asked. I am
Right.
very much happy you asked, because there is a unit that has been established for many years called the Inter-Religious Organization of Trinidad and Tobago, the IRO. And there's also a unit established within the office of the Prime Minister. I believe it is Ecclesiastical Affairs. To that.
Okay.
Right. Now, again, we have our issues. We have our agenda in the media. They are very much aware of whom Ifa Orisha adherents are. But somehow, we are not really included in the conversation when these meetings or these forums are being held. Because what I know is, based on the last blast with the petition, it had taken the country by storm. It was viral. And I would say it here, without fear of favor, that no one really reached out to contact our council to find out why you all are asking for such recognition. Why?
Right.
And these things tells us that there are flaws that needs to be very much addressed. Because you cannot tell me a cross-section of your society, Ifa Orisha people, we are here more than 200 years now. I am seeing other groups celebrating milestones, but Ifa Orisha people, it is the heritage of our ancestors that we practice here. And we are here for more than 200 years. And you want to tell me that in this modern time, there is not a conversation within these halls of power that would introduce us into that line to fully get an understanding of who we are and our differences. I would often say that there is a grave misunderstanding that Orisha is Baptist. We are not Baptists, and it's not that we are knocking anyone, but we need to give that clear distinction.
Yes.
Ifa Orisha doctrine stands on the principle of Iwa Pele. It stands on knowing your purpose and your destiny. It stands on the education that all of us have our unique ancestors that we pay homage to. So when our way of life was disrupted, they demonized whom our ancestors were, and they gave us books to venerate and look up to everyone else's ancestors. But our true ancestors are not found in the books that what the colonizers gave us. Our true ancestors are within doctrines called Odu Ifa. Yes, we would have had ancestors in contemporary times, but the genesis of our ancestry, it cannot be found in the books that the colonizers gave us to teach us. What they gave us was not to liberate us. It was just to keep us submissive and to fall in line, to not make revolt and riots and so on. But our true ancestry, it is very much untapped.
So I have a question. So I have a question, Chief. How do we repackage, if we are allowed to do so, Udu Ifa, if I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly? How do we package the knowledge and the wisdom that comes with Orisha in a way that, let's say, institution, an individual, a scholar, somebody who is interested in learning more, how do we repackage it in a way that the people of 2026 and onward can absorb it? Because, I mean, as a people, many of us don't like to read. How do we repackage it in a way that it is palatable, that it is something that they could see the value in, or at least capture their interest within the first couple of seconds? How do we do that?
Happy back, because based on how society is
Right.
gravitating towards info now, it is via social media.
Right.
It is via social media content. Plenty things now are at our fingertips, so people could access lessons via a WhatsApp group. People now could learn via YouTube pages and YouTube channels and so on. So what we have done so far, we have started to sensitize our people via these mediums. So we have a Facebook page, and there are other Ifa Orisha organizations that have started to use the social media as a way to bridge that gap of understanding. We have also started to put plans in place to enter the next cycle for 2026.
Okay, I think we just lost your audio. You may be between devices. We lost your audio there, Chief.
Sorry.
You got it. That's probably me. I just got a call.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Sorry. You said we're between cycles. Could you take it back?
We are between cycles whereby we are seeking to bring the youth on board. We would like to further have a conference just for them.
Just for youth.
Just for them. Because they are the ones whom would take this thing forward. Now, of course, we would always need the advice and the guidance of the elders. We'll always need that. But we need to get an understanding of where the youth is at.
Right.
Why? So that we could bring them home. Because look at our society. Look at every corner of this country. Look at our people. Bereft of a sense of self, bereft of culture, and mindful of where their future is headed. When we look at our young men, we are people who walk with our heads up. We walk with our chins up. But now we are seeing our young men posing with their heads down, with gun finger.
You read my mind. You read my mind.
That is a serious indictment of where we are as a people. Imagine when I was growing up, my parents would say, boy child, walk with your chest up, walk with your shoulders up, walk with your head up. You're not looking on the ground for a penny or cent. You're walking in dignity. Let the sun touch your face.
That's right.
But when we're seeing people now posing for pictures, they're looking down.
It's not this.
Is that how we feel about ourselves?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is such a scary, scary thing.
But I want to tax your brain a little bit more on this topic. It could be a little provocative. If Orisha is a way of life, you described it as a way of life, and I don't think I'm paraphrasing here. And because of those same ills in society that we see, and even if I was to take youth and the development of young men, and programs like MyLat not being available, and I had a conversation like this with a colleague yesterday. They were doing some work in YTC.
Yes.
The movies portray all sorts of religious interventions in discipline, in justice, in the corrective system, right? How do we take the conversation forward then into some of the spaces where troubled youth can hold on to something different, something that they may not have been exposed to, and I'm specifically talking about Orisha. How do we do that?
Thank you. Everything, just as it would have had MyLat and it would have had CCC and all of these things.
Yeah.
That would have been a catchment. Now, why there is a need why there is a need for catchment, it is because the elephant in the room as well. Men are our brothers, our fathers have left a lot of fatherless and dysfunctional homes.
Right.
So when there would have been a period when the mother told the black to the African men was at a minimum, things wasn't as bad as it is now.
Right.
But now, when there's really problems in the homes because now a young man had seen his father killed, has seen his brother killed, pressure all wrong. Where does he turn to? Compared to other groups that does not have this same problem. So you would see other groups, other
kind of lost.
Yeah.
I call it.
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah.
You will see other races
That's right.
holding a much more solid foundation because they are men in the homes. They are brothers in the homes. There is spirituality because when Easter comes, we see young men moving in a particular way because of the spirituality that aligns with that particular holiday.
Okay.
Easter, Ramlila,
Ramadan.
Eid, Ramadan, all of these things. You will see a lot of youths involved.
Yeah.
And they would have a system by which they initiate their young men. So it's in the Ifa Orisha society. We have these same forums as well. We do. We very much have it. But our fight and our struggle comes when even in the school system, we are not there. So it shows our young men that, hey, we have to kind of tiptoe because we don't want to be looked down upon. And there's also a misunderstanding that we practice witchcraft and obia. We are always seeking to do somebody something, which is far, 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 far from the truth. Honestly, people go to other places and spaces and they might do whatever, But you know who would be the usual suspect? Orisha
Mhm.
people. Orisha people win this, Orisha people
Mm.
win that. It have other groups that function under the cover of darkness.
Yep.
We function in the cover of light. Because when you come to our events, we do everything publicly. We pray publicly. We give animals just as every other groups. Other groups give their animal and they call it different names, and it is widely accepted. But
Yeah.
when we do our sacrifice to give thanks, the Orisha man working necromancy.
I understand. I understand. Be- before
Wow.
before we move to the
Let's not
next question,
acknowledge.
yeah,
That's what I acknowledge. Somebody.
exactly.
Ghost never dies. Who's Ghost? Ghost. Who's your cousin here? I'm not sure who Ghost is. Just want to big up Nikita. Kevin Cummins.
As my partner Kevin,
Well,
man, school
yeah,
principal.
and
Yeah.
Trini Gale, of course.
Let's also
And
acknowledge Alonso and Fireball, our
Fireball.
co-host.
There's no friend, you know, I'm a good friend. I
Uh-huh.
happen to see him. Yeah, like my
You
friend.
sure?
Where you
That's
going?
my friend.
You sure?
That's my good friend, yes.
Come back
fella.
on. Yeah, you come back on.
That's my friend.
Now, just to carry the conversation forward, I hope you guys don't mind. One of the things that led us to this discussion this morning is the upcoming the Oshun
Morning Taylor made.
Festival. Morning Taylor made the Oshun Festival. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit more about the plans of the Ifo Orisha Council and how did this particular flyer that I came across or was shared with me factor into what's going on around us?
Okay, so the National Oshun Festival has been celebrated by Ile Ijosio Turameji Awoshun. That is the name of our temple.
Can we get that one more time?
Ile Ijosi Otura Meji Awoshun. It's a Yoruba name.
Right.
Right?
Okay,
And
French right
it
now.
means it is the house of praise
Okay.
of the Orisha Oshun.
Ah.
So we have been celebrating the Oshun Festival for the past 26 years.
Wow.
Why this is important? Because Oshun is one of our main deities. Oshun is the Orisha that deals with sweet water, with water. So you're the rivers. Water is our life. Without water, we all would perish. So there is an adage that says, may water not be our enemy, meaning that no one can make an enemy of water. Oshun is the Orisha also there when we want breakthrough for child hearing. She is also there when people need healing because Oshun heals with water. She heals with honey. She is a very, very, very powerful force. Now, you would hear me referring to her in the female gender because it's a feminine energy. It's a feminine energy. So sometimes I would refer to other Orisha in a masculine energy, in a masculine way. Like example, Ogun. Orisha Ogun is a masculine energy. Yes? Oshun is a feminine energy. And if you go around different quarters in our society, you will hear a lot of women have deep adoration for Oshun. Deep adoration. Because Oshun is a very, very popular and big Orisha back home in Nigeria. They have a big festival each year that attracts people from all over the world. They would come to the Oshogbo River where they would put their offerings, they will pray. And Oshun is an energy that provides. Sometimes people ask why we have to go to nature and pray. But
Right.
nature is the first living altar. Nature is the first living altar. That is why we take care of our sacred natural spaces.
What is life?
Yeah. Nature is the first natural altar. Hence why we tell people the first thing one should do in the morning when they could stand on the bare earth, look at the sun and pray. The sun is our energy. The sun is our energy. The river is an energy. The sea is an energy. The trees.
Kind of common sense when you think about it. These things should be common sense, common knowledge, you know, when you think about it. Because there's energy. And just now when you were saying your good friend, my video cut off, so I didn't get a reply and anything. So, you know.
He's my good friend, you know that.
Yeah, brothers for life. Yeah.
Confirmation. Well.
and I think you're changing my life more than you realize.
Okay, King.
Yeah, because you know, I kind of fed up trying to belong.
Yeah.
In something that is not about me now. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Yeah, you know, but these are the part topics. So I'll let you continue. You didn't think?
Yeah, because oftentimes we follow the blueprint of what they gave us to control us. True fulfillment is really walking in what was innately designed for us. People look at our first elders learned from observing things in nature. Honestly, they saw how the ants lived. They saw how the birds lived. Or they saw how the lions lived, and they extracted principles to teach. Honestly, but when we look down on nature and we don't pay attention, it means that we have stripped away our ability to critically think and to assess our environment.
Yeah.
Yes. Our environment speaks to us. It talks to us. We have 5 senses and even more. Some people say we have a 6th sense. And that is our spiritual intuition that tells us when there's a problem, let us leave.
Yeah, my spider senses tell me get out of here. Yeah.
We are here not by chance, nor by frivolous means. All of us are connected to the divine. So whatever issue or whatever problem we will have, we will get an indication before issues arise. Nothing happens by chance. I would even share this much here. Monday, I had a fender bender.
Okay.
I'm telling you, before I jumped in my vehicle, honestly, I started feeling a heavy vibes. And because I went against my vibes, I chose to go out there, and then I get a little knock. You understand? Nature speaks to us. Our inner self speaks to us.
Yeah.
Same thing with me yesterday and my tilili. You know, yesterday I said, let me do good, and it was this Prezi kick, this Prezi getting like. I'm gonna do a good deed, and a tilili, and I have bruise up now, and now it's
Well, I will tell you something. My transport is a P2.
That's
Right, And
Yeah.
I get vibes when I nearly bounce me too. But that's that next story. We go figure that
Yes,
out. Yeah.
Wait, Big Al, did you say your tea lily?
I Tilly. It was a clash and a bang. Look, Kiki and laugh at me. Chief, don't forget these jokers. Listen, I also recognize that tonight, Wednesday, August 19th, yeah, the Eagles were on land this night.
Yeah, I think yeah.
We have a Melinda Gulun. I hope I didn't butcher the pronunciation.
Merinda Lagoon. Yeah.
Marinda Lagoon night.
Yes.
What is this about? Street Maturitas Triangle, sorry, Rima.
Yeah.
It's about what's going on here tonight, 6 p.m.
So this Merinda Lagoon is a spiritual experience
Okay.
of the deity, the Orisha Oshun, meaning that this event, it is to remind everyone that we cannot live without water. We cannot live without paying homage to the feminine energies that dwell in water. So what we would be having is a reenactment of what our ancestors would have done hundreds of years ago, when the world was plunged into darkness, because at the point in time, the energy of Oshun was not seen as important amongst the other deities. And because she is so important, when she was looked down upon and cast aside, nothing good was able to happen. Because where there is no water, there's famine, there's problems, there's struggle, there's strife, there's sickness. So this event later, it is to give the reenactment of when Ye Oshun brought back light into this world. So we will see women walking with lights that would be starting in our temple, and they would come out in a processional form, walk in the streets, and then come back into the compound with the lights. And elders would be invited to dance around the lights. And even in dancing around the lights, it's a spiritual portal that is being opened for persons to offer prayers. I often say, people who come these events, whatever issue you come with, that issue should not affect you next year.
Wow.
Some sort of intervention must happen. Some sort of breakthrough must happen, because our greatest source of protection is spiritual protection. I know men, I know brothers who had gun, who had bodyguards, who had all sorts of things. And then what? Our life is in the hands of the Creator. The greatest protection is spiritual protection. If you don't have that, you don't have nothing.
I see the irony of this festival right on the heels of the minister talking about, and even the media reporting that we on a drought watch and to be portion September. You do see the irony there?
Yeah, I don't think of that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. In our country, this is a country surrounded by water. Within our country, there is water sources. Our country, and I could even go on the record and say this, our country will never experience anything called drought. For those who know, for those, if you are surrounded by water, how could you go thirsty? You ever hear this saying, in the abundance of water, a fool is thirsty? So how could we say that we don't have water? How could we say that when we have natural springs here? We have rivers here that do not dry up. I could take you all in places on the Blue Range, even on the Blanche side, Even
right.
places down in Mamoral, places in South that have natural springs, natural altars, and we want to say that we don't have water. It is management of our natural resources that is the problem. If we don't manage what we have, we will say it don't have. But there's enough for everyone. Some of us think that we could erase the power of the divine. How could the Creator leave us here and let us go thirsty? How could that happen? That is so absurd.
Yes.
That is absurd. When rain is falling, look, I was inside the house and I was only praying that the rain eases up so that I could hear you all. But the rain was just falling here.
Just doing the job.
Doing its job. And we are speaking about we don't have water.
That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. And then Saturday coming here, we have you alluded to it just now, the procession. Why Celebia River? There's a question Prezi and I spoke about earlier before the show. Why Celebia River? How come? What's the procession about?
Yeah, the significance of Celebia.
So the significance of Celebia, it is where we would have seen the spirit of Oshun. Now Oshun is all over, but our elders, I was not present, but they would have shed light that it is at Celebia River where they would have felt the energy of Oshun the strongest. And if you look back into videos from in the 80s and the 70s, it had other Orisha groups that would have gone to that river to celebrate Oshun as well. You understand? Because the energy is felt up there very much strongly.
Right. So, wow. So, I'm just to kind of backtrack. It just reminded me of something when it was talking about the water. They have a thing in Matthew 6 that said, "Behold the fowls of the air, they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?" So even the birds of the air don't even worry about where the next water coming from.
Why worry?
Why worry? Yeah, that just came to our mind. This one.
Why worry?
Yeah.
Why
So
worry?
I want to ask you something. What are your views on the Bible?
The Bible is a recollection of historical activities written by prophets of a particular time, sect, culture, and society.
Right.
They would have collected their spiritual instructions and they would have compiled it just as any other group. The Muslims would have compiled the works of their prophets, their ancestors. The Hindus would have compiled their religious instructions and experiences from their Hindu forefathers. And similarly, Ifa Orisha devotees, based on our locality and migration, we would have compiled our experiences. We would have compiled our spiritual instructions as well. So it tells us that in terms of the Bible that you spoke of, yes, teaching would touch on different things that would resonate with us. But there's a Tobago saying, dance in a yard before you dance abroad.
Yeah.
Hold on to for your own first.
Yes.
Get to know your own first. Get to know what your ancestors had, because we just had African emancipation there, and we're seeing people trying to change it and turn it into something else.
Ooh, yes.
But we have we have everything. We are not bereft of anything, African people. We have everything. But the colonialists, they make us feel that we don't have nothing and we have to depend on them for everything. We have what we have. We taught the world, and everything we taught the world is now packaged and given back to us as if the world gave us that. But we taught the world, everything came out of Africa. Everything. There is an adage that says everything is born out of Africa. The resources that go out of Africa, the raw materials, they manufacture things and sell it back to and send it back to Africa at a greater price. Similar to culture. They take our culture, turn it, twist it, demonize it, and give it back to us.
I have a question in relation, because you mentioned Tobago, and that led to something, and it made me remember something else. Prezi and Kiki know what I'm talking about. How, I believe in being practical and teaching people how to do things. What's a very practical way, using the Orisha way of life, that we can go about protecting our energy? How do we do that?
That's a good one.
That's
a real good one.
Yeah.
That is a real good one.
Thank you. So now, your first objective as a human being, it is to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Is to protect yourself. In our way of life, the first line of action we take when a child is born, it is to find out what we could do to protect that child. Every energy needs protection, because this is a marketplace where everything is taken to take something from somebody. Honestly, whether it is knowledge, whether it is power, whether it is food, whether it is clothes, whether it is money, the first line of protection, it is knowing thyself, knowing oneself. So when we say one must know oneself, I will say this here. As under Orisha, under Ifa, how we first protect ourselves is by knowing what our uniqueness is. What our uniqueness is. When we say knowing our, when we say knowing what our uniqueness is, what is the energy we carry? Because all of us carry a particular energy. Some of us have the energy of a warrior. Some of us have the energy of an entertainer. Some of us have the energy of a farmer. Some of us carry, the energy of a mechanic. All of us carry a different energy. Yes? So when you first know what type of energy you have, there are do's and don'ts to protect your energy.
Right.
It have some people who cannot wear second-hand clothes, and they don't know. It have some people who cannot wear certain colors, and they don't know. It have some people who will wear certain colors, and they shine the brightest. It have some people who cannot eat red meat, and they don't know, and they would be eating meat, and then their lives will be cut short. All of us have our spiritual do's and don'ts. That is the first line of defense. It have situations as well where some of us cannot allow persons to touch our head. You know that? It have some people we cannot allow certain people to put their hands on our head. Because once we let certain people put their hands,
energy. Yeah. All right. We are on
And I'll Sunday fast. You'll come back in.
But this is reminding me of our conversation about shaking hands and the exchange of energy. Also, something I learned from Professor Jacob, but that's another interview. But yeah, guys. I mean, for those new to the forum, welcoming. Don't forget to subscribe. This is all on YouTube. It's recorded. You can follow along. So it's streamed on Facebook. But it's interviews like this and conversations like these that allow us to grow and to learn about, not just one particular religion, but it's a way of life. Okay, so the chief is back. We talking protecting energy.
Yes. So I was saying it have things that we are not supposed to do. It have some of us, we can't wear second-hand clothes. We can't let people touch our head. It have some of us, we are not even supposed to be out in the dark, in the night, in midnight. Honestly. It have some women as well. It have some women who cannot even let rain wet them on their head.
Oh.
And that, yes, but we would not know.
Brown sugar
because it have many things out here that affect us. And we do not know, because remember, our spiritual practice was ripped away from our ancestors. So what other groups do to protect themselves? It is get to know the identity of who they are.
Right.
First, when a child is born in our culture, we first go to an adept, priest or babalawo or chief to do what we would say is a spiritual investigation, to know who is this new energy. Imagine a child is being born and you don't know what is the energy of this child. You're just there and you're second, you're sitting and you're hoping, all right, I like this, so the child will like this. It is not like that. All of us come with a different assignment, a different mission, a different energy, a different purpose. It have some of us who can't even talk our plans aloud. You know that? It have some people who could do things.
Cut out there for a second.
Yeah, that person wanna reach him.
You got a text.
You're still right.
Yeah. You're back now. Yeah, you're back now.
There are persons who could speak their business publicly and nothing would happen. They have that energy. But the moment you take your own mouth and say something, you rip away your own future, because there is negativity there waiting to snatch what you say make it fall down.
That's right.
But we would not know these things because we are really fighting and struggling to connect back with our roots. Hence why you say a people who is disconnected from their culture is like a tree without roots. There's no foundation. There's no protection. We are just there second guessing. But there are ways that we could protect ourselves, and I would share it here. I'll give 3.
Thank you.
I'll give 3. One of the places that people often go for a shake-up it is by the river. You go, you take a nice bath. And you ask that the river take away whatever negativity. The river always go forward. So whatever negativity you're feeling, it will leave you. Do you all know a bush called Wild Corylli?
Yes. Yeah.
That is very good to cut negativity. Blight. You know what is blight? When nothing not going good, you're feeling heavy, the blood clot. That you get some Wild Corylli. You crush it in some water, you crush it, and you bathe with it, you sponge yourself with it. You bathe with that. That tends to cut negativity. Yes, it does. I will give a third one, and I may also give a fourth as well.
Mr. Shaka, where are you getting such Corelli?
Wild Corylli grows on fences, it grows on hedges. It does grow wild.
I think I
You have a flower to it?
It have a flower and it's a small fruit.
Yes.
A red or yellow fruit.
Fruit, yeah.
It is good to bathe with that. Another simple thing is, if your space is feeling out of balance, you get white sage. White sage.
Yes,
You
sir.
burn some. Burn some in your space. You burn some white sage.
Where I could get some white sage wholesale.
I can hook you up.
I need a van load of white sage right now.
Can I get that for you in Sun Plaza? There's a place in Sun Plaza you can get that. White sage.
White sage is important. Yeah? And I'll give a fourth one because a bonus.
Because you love us so much.
Another simple way of honestly protecting your energy. If you could wear silver, at least one piece of silver. Now, when you buy it in the store, you have to clean it because you don't want store hands stay on that.
Okay.
You get some alcohol and you wash it, and you could take it to an adept person, and they could fix it in a way that it will act as a form of protection. You understand? Even copper, brass, it's also good.
I always see people wearing brass and wonder why.
Yes, it is. It's also
a conductor
protection.
energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'll give one more too. Another serious way as well too to protect your energy and to give you strength. As I know all of us would go into different establishments and we would see a picture or two of the different four parents who would have started that particular establishment.
Yeah.
Pay homage and attention to your ancestors. Your grandmother, your grandfather, if your parents have passed on, you remember them. You call their name in prayer. Because they are the ones who made you and they would not forget you. Some of them have gone to the great beyond in the light. And you and we are them. We are the flesh of their flesh, the bone of their bone. And we owe them a duty and care to remember them and tell them our problems. Yes, you cannot forget your own ancestors. You could never, ever. Let me tell you this. I just tell people now, I'm not saying it with a song pompous. I don't feel afraid. I don't feel afraid because I call my ancestors. I have started to compile the names of my of at least 4 generations of my ancestors, and I'm seeking to know up until 7.
Mm.
Yes.
Hmm.
You know, that's interesting. Sometimes when people talk about ancestors, we think ancient times, but
Yeah.
you need only go, well, not only, but you need to start from
You understand?
generation just before. So you
Yes.
start with your parents and your grandparents,
My
not only ancient
grandmother,
times.
my
Mhm.
grandmother and grandfather loved me. I know
Mm.
that they have passed on, so they would not forget me. This is just a vessel, but there is a greater essence within us that does not die. This
Right.
is both as physical and spiritual world. Spirituality is what spirit moves people. Spirit is what moves people. So sometimes we may hear some people may say, you know, I really don't know how I get through.
Oh,
Oh,
you
I
have
don't
a
know how I
grandmother
get
somewhere.
through. I don't know
Yeah.
how that door open. I don't know
Yeah.
how. I don't know how. I don't know how. We all want the same thing. People want wealth. People want breakthrough. But you know, sometimes what is the greatest decider? Your spiritual connection.
That's right. A divine connection. Yeah.
Ashe?
Yeah. Chief, and I know as we wind down, we just have a couple more minutes, and we value your time as well. I
I
want to set
value
the
us.
stage for oh gosh, is an exchange, and as I was saying just now, it's interviews and opportunities like this that allow us to teach and to really
Yeah.
spread the word in time to come. Hopefully, I hope that we can get into other conversations, perhaps about Orisha financial awareness,
That is
Orisha and marriage, Orisha and health, and
Yes.
food, and the physicality, the embodied right. I hope that we can get into these conversations, and we don't have to take 2-3 months to return to the conversation. As long as you're available and time allows, we'll do
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, we need some more. We need some more education, like on a kind of broader spectrum, a gamut of topics. You know,
Yeah. I wonder
so
if
it's
Prezi
just
could, sorry, if you could just help me while you're talking to share the flyer on the screen as well.
just now 1 second, coming right up.
Sorry.
Just to get the flyer going.
Yeah. But Prezi is right as well. It is the basis for so much more. So much more.
So what we have tonight, 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm gonna try to Merending Lagoon.
Marinda Lagoon.
Marinda Lagoon.
Right.
Yeah.
Merenda Lagoon night. 16 lights of Yeye Usum.
Ashe.
O'Shea. O'Shea. Okay. 22 Street, Maturita, Triangle in Arima.
Yes.
An evening of light, praise, and ancestral blessings.
Ashe.
Right. And then Saturday, August 22nd, the procession to Salibia River, or what people like to say Sally Bay. Sally Bay River. You know, people will say Sally Bay. Honoring the river, our roots, and our future. Right?
Ashe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any
just to share it real quick? I will share a phone number with you guys for any info 322-0312 and 388-4606. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder if there's anything else Chief Shaka wants to tell us about these 2 nights. Anything that we may have left out in hindsight. Is there anything else people should know? Just come, bring a positive energy.
Bring a positive energy. Just come. Just come.
Just come. Right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Prezi?
Love it. Yes, sir, Chief. Just we just do it before we leave. We like to give our positive vibes of the day. So we want to get a positive vibe from you just to leave the viewers with something, you know, a little anecdote, something that just leave us on a positive note. I mean, they gave us a lot already, yeah, but we just want one more.
I would say the hard times that we are facing in whatever facet of our life, it is not forever. Whatever we may lack today, we have an opportunity tomorrow to get it, to achieve it. So even though today may not be as bright as yesterday or last year, let us continue to work. Let us continue to grind. Let us continue to put out that necessary energy to get what we need and require. You know, so give thanks. Thanks and praise always.
Amen. Love that. Love
Thank
that.
you.
Love
Thank
that. Love that. Love that. Love that. You understand? Love that. And we Fireball, the entertainer. I know you have something. I know you always have something positive for me. I know that.
I would say no matter what you're facing, keep moving forward, you know, keep stepping, keep making another step. Sometimes you really feel like you want to stop and you know, but just keep making steps. Yeah, just keep trotting, you know, and while you're trotting, other opportunities may arise, and you know, you take your time and make the moves if you have to change direction sometimes or wherever, but the most important thing is to keep moving. Yeah. I hope you all agree though. I hope you all agree.
Yeah.
Miss KK, ma'am. Oh, you don't like me call her mama. Sorry.
Ma'am.
I don't know. What I thought ma'am was respectful.
Ma'am. I know I use ma'am when I want to be a little condescending. Hint.
Really?
To certain people.
I like your honesty, and I just kind of throw that energy on.
A little condescending. I admit, I confess.
Okay.
So, wow. Yes. What is your positive vibes? You're here doing
thing, boy. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. So, anything you want to accomplish in life, try. You have to try. If you made the decision to try. Better to try and fail to try. Right?
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah, we're big on trying around here.
Yes.
We are big on trying around here.
Yeah, keep trying.
Correct. Keep trying.
Right. I wonder how are you feeling, Sensei? You okay?
I still in pain from my kill kitty yesterday, but I can give you something.
Cousin, can you take me up on the big screen, please?
Big green screen.
Thank you. Wait, we didn't hear Prezi. We didn't hear
I was
Prezi.
waiting for my fanfare.
No, we didn't. Prezi,
oh, mine.
Yeah, you have to go first. So put yourself on the big screen.
I had to put myself on the big screen. You just
correct as it.
Against happiness, but
correct as it.
What's today? Wednesday.
Wednesday. All day long, 19th.
Well, I can say positive about Wednesday, boy. Keep what my heart is, just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Don't stay one place, just keep it moving. I don't exactly know what that means, but that's on my heart right now. Just keep it moving.
Right, yeah. Sounds familiar. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, just keep it moving. If you're in a situation, something you feel like it's stuck, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. I don't exactly know who it's for or what it means, but keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
All right? Keep it moving. That is it.
Yeah.
And I gave myself an applause too because what do you think this is?
This should be. Yeah. You should be able to give yourself an applause.
No, man, your hands, you have long hands, you know. So, long arms, so you should be able to pat yourself on your back.
Exactly. Right? Okay, so This young
For
fellow,
those
man.
who know me, and even by our discussion this morning, you know that energy is a big part of my life. I read energy, or I attempt to read energy, and I go on the vibes, and this is why many a times I choose to seclude myself, not to be antisocial, but that's just how it is. So if I sit to say a person is a person, they are who they are because of other people, right? They didn't just become that way overnight. They are who they are because of other people. And then to take it a little further, sometimes you have your thing going on, you have a set of issues going on in your life, and people don't know what's going on. You don't share everything with them, they don't share everything with you, and somehow we kind of expect people to read our minds.
Yeah.
Right? Or you're waiting for a window of opportunity to say, "What's going on? Everything cool?" And that opportunity don't come, and we end up in some little issues. So I say two things this morning, or today, the 12:02, real time. People are the way they are because of past experiences and other people, good and bad, and that don't forget to share a little bit with the people around here, just a little bit, right? So that inner circle of friends and relatives and people that concern you can better manage your relationship. That is what I want to share this morning. Some kind of loaded. Maybe it is. I don't know.
The sensei has spoken.
Yeah. Don't start that. Look. All right. And one more time, if we could share. Where my flyer going? Right? Where my flyer going? Where my flyer going?
I just want to say for Friday, I'm working on trying to get some steel pan in the house. I don't know what we gonna do. I don't know if we could get on such short notice, but let me see if we could get a little steel pan. Some steel pan in the house, a nice,
some
couple of
steel pan?
songs. Yeah.
What? That'll be nice. That'll be nice. That'll be nice.
Yeah, so let me see. I have a little, not little, but I have a orchestra in Brooklyn in mind. So we see if we can get that one. Let me see. Yeah, let me just show this just one more time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Chief, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
We really appreciate
All right.
it.
Appreciate
you,
you all
Mr.
so
Come
much.
back
Please,
anytime.
please.
I'll see you all soon.
Do
all
not
right?
be a stranger.
Chaka.
Don't be a stranger,
At all.
Don't be a stranger.
I won't.
Anything going on, just come and share it with us. Let we know what's going on, and then even if it's not nothing going on, come and educate us. Come on,
Yes.
because
No problem.
conversation is so valuable and it's so
Ashe.
educational.
I surely go and get on stage. Thank you, Mr. Shaka.
No
Jesus.
problem.
So
You all
much.
take care.
Watch out, Sage stop going on so
Sage is good. Sage is good.
And you can share the link to the discussion. Just by sharing the YouTube video. I mean, we encourage people to subscribe.
Yes.
Much more to come.
All right, y'all. Take care.
All right. Have a great day.
Odabo.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. And guys, as usual, this was another great one for the books. Another edition of the President Morning Show. On behalf of Fireball, KK, Chief Alexander, and Mr. Taylor himself. And Alonso.
All year, that kind of Fireball. When was the last time you fought?
Mr. Kilkity.
Last time I fought
was when you were trying to ride the bike?
Yeah. You're right.
You see?
I fall that. Yeah, I fall that.
It's not how you fall, it's how fast you get back up.
Yeah. And when
how fast did you get back up?
I get back up. Well, I take my time and get back up, but I was impressed because I had enough time to prevent the fall, But I was getting at a point where I was with, getting the bike here now, getting a hang of this thing. So I was like, it's either now or never, and it's like I choose.
And then
I was full of courage, and then I fall, but I get back up and I catch myself quick.
that's what you're
I could write a calypso about this. Ooh, oh, he's to me.
Really do better, man.
Diane, you name. Let's kill
Really do better segments. This president.
This is the do better segment. Big Al do better. Do better. All right.
You just disappointed.
You just watch the people grung and fall on a gesso.
So you feel the man just fall just so by you.
Big Al, do better. Let's do better. Let's do better. It's for you.
Always my mother calling me. I hear you fall down. She
feeling sorry for you. Oh God.
She just
and before we forget our new drive or there, when they go Massey stores or go anyway. Don't forget your bag, please.
I am against this.
Walk with all your bag.
Supply your bags. Supply bags, please.
You don't want to have a container of milk, a stick of butter, and wait is a loaf of bread, a container of milk, and a stick of butter, and just have it in your hand, just so.
In your hand.
Right?
As a recipe for cocktail. I get like so that already.
Right? So they walk with all your bag.
But in France, they hold them thing in the hand in France. But anyhow, go ahead.
Correct.
And another organization that is near and dear to our heart, the Hunter Search and Rescue. If you scan this QR code, it should take you directly to their what do you call that? Their GoFundMe. GoFundMe. And you can make donations. These guys are doing the Lord's work. They venture into places where normal people don't venture. They rescue people. They they put wild animals back in their place. And, they do more sinister kind of macabre things that people really don't want to do. They find people in all sorts of different, sorts of disarray. So they're doing
I wish they could rescue me from bad friends who laugh at you.
The only thing they was able to do is go and rescue Miguel when he fall down. But scan this QR code, guys. Scan this QR code and donate something. It could be something small, you might be your little donation might go towards them buying some rope, a drone. They have vehicles to maintain gas, stuff like that. So take the QR code and just do a couple of dollars. We ain't rich.